So now here we came here for this, the Qui Muk.
So this is Artocarpus hypogyrus, or the Qui Muk.
Hello everybody, welcome to Fruitful Trees. And you know, selecting trees is an art. It really is. You want to select trees that are going to be most useful to you and accomplish the goals that you want. Well, some trees we know a lot about, and some trees we have little information about. What'd I say, little? Little. Anyway, today on the show I'm going to go to Xain's World, which is an amazing nursery here, and they're always having fruits that some I never heard of and some I heard of, and I wanted to taste. Recently I did an episode where it was a champadoc, and I wanted to taste that, so I actually did. I'll put that link below. But today, I'm going to air a video. I went a couple of days ago and I tasted a fruit called Qui Muk. Now, I knew about Qui Muk fruit, and I went there because he has the trees for sale, and he also has the fruit available right now because he has 2 trees in his yard. And I did taste it finally after all these years. I once had a tree, but I got rid of it because I heard they were more like a snack than a food. Anyway, I tasted it. It was amazing. It tasted like a combination of a jackfruit and a fig. And we're going to learn all about that today. So here is Xain's World Qui Muk, and I'm going to put his link below. All right, everybody, here we are at the world-famous Xain's World Nursery. There's the number there in Loxahatchee. We're going to go in and see Xain. And I love this nursery because not only did I have an amazing selection of trees, really hard to find trees, but they have so much knowledge. Xain and his father's here. They have a lot of knowledge, and they often have fruit to try from the trees that no one else has. It's not even like for sale. They just gets this fruit, and if you just happen to be at the right time, you get to taste them. And today they have a fruit called Kwai Muk that I saw on his website, so I'm coming here to see if they have any to try. So let's go see Xain and check it out. And there he is. There's the man. How you doing, Xain?
Hey.
I saw on your website you had this fruit, the Kwai Muk fruit.
Yes.
Do you sell the tree here as well?
Right now I believe that we are out of the trees.
Okay.
But I'm sure I'll have them back in stock in the spring. I'm also going to be attempting to graft the one that we're going to try.
Okay, so most of the trees that you could find out there now are seedlings? Or?
Everyone, as far as I know, everyone that's ever been really propagated in Florida has been grown by a seed. And most of the seedlings came from seeds that I collected from a tree at the Sunday house. But we'll talk about the different varieties and stuff. And
okay, what's the Sunday house?
Well, the tree's no longer there. It was removed about a year ago.
Okay.
But I don't know, it was some place that they had like a garden mixed into it.
All right. So with what you got going on, now, where did the fruit come from, the one you currently have?
The tree that I have, I believe it originally came from Brian Bruner in Puerto Rico.
But you have an actual tree?
Yeah, no. So it's much sweeter than most Qui Muks. Like the one at the Sunday house was a decently sour fruit. So it would like kind of more lemony, I would say. While this one that we're gonna try, which is the one that I got it a long time ago from the Broward.
How tall was it when you got it?
8 feet tall in a 15-gallon pot. It wasn't really the happiest, or it looked like it fell over and got really badly sunburnt on the trunk, and so half the trunk was like rotted off. But I put it in the ground and it just closed like the gap. It's now about that big around of a trunk, and it's finally completely sealed up.
How many years did it take for you to get fruit?
That tree took a pretty long time because I believe the damage it was just recovering. So that one I had in the ground for 7 years, and it started fruiting for the first time last year, and it was already probably about a 4 or 5 year old tree. But I have another one that I planted 5 years ago. It was just a small little 3-gallon that was only about a year old, and that one has been fruiting for the same amount of time as the other one.
But the fruit's not as sweet?
But the fruit is much more sour.
Was that one, they were both seedlings?
Yeah, so they're both seedlings, but one was from the Sunday house, which I don't know where that one originally came from.
But the one you got that we're going to taste today was from a seedling?
Yeah, so it was from a seedling that I got.
And it's a super sweet seedling, so you're going to propagate it?
Yeah, so I'm going to attempt to graft them. I don't know how easy they are to graft. I've never
tried. Right.
But yeah, let's go.
So about this fruit, it's not common, like not a lot of people have it.
Yeah, I would say there's maybe only a dozen.
What
maybe
country does it grow in around the world?
So here's the fruit right here. It originally comes from northern Vietnam and southern China. So it's actually a very cold hardy plant. So it's almost as cold hardy, I would say, as white sapote. You can grow this fruit in California. I believe they've been fruited in California. I know that people can grow them all up past Orlando and stuff. As long as we don't get like a major frost, I would say that you would be able to grow them.
All right. Well, we got other things here too.
Yeah, I kind of just walked around.
This is great. Show us what you got.
And picked out a bunch of stuff. So we got, this is Rookum. They kind of look like jaboticabas, but they taste like a plum. So they taste like a grocery store.
Are they ready now?
Yeah, they're ready.
All right. This is what you get here when you come here to Xain's World. All right. Rookum.
Yeah. So there's some seeds in there.
It tastes exactly like a plum.
Yeah. No different than a grocery store plum, and it grows and fruits well here. It's a pretty slow growing tree. But it's related to governor's plum, but it has much less seeds than governor's plum.
All right, what's next?
We got yellow coffee berries full of caffeine. This is katuk berries. So these taste like snow peas.
Yep, I've had these. I love katuk.
So a pretty late season jackfruit. This is another seedling. It's really good flavor, but it has a lot of latex, so it's not one that I've been propagating.
Well, oh, it's a seedling?
Yeah, it's just a seedling.
And these berries are more than edible. They're fine.
Oh yeah, no, you can eat bowls of these. I like to cook them up in my
they're
food
delicious.
with
You could eat them raw. They're good.
Yeah,
they're delicious.
Just eat them like this. They're like a sweet.
What else you got?
These are balimbis.
Balimbi. Those are not ready, right?
They are. They're basically like kind of always ready.
But they're always sour, right?
Yeah, they're always sour. There's no way to get them to not be sour. Otahiti gooseberry. This is another very sour fruit.
Okay, so these would be good with miracle fruit, right? No,
they make good chutneys. Like this is good with miracle fruit. That also dries your mouth out a little bit. This is the blue butterfly pea flower.
Okay.
Inga larina. So this is a white ice cream bean. So they grow in these big clusters. They fruit for a much longer season than the regular ice cream
That's not
beans.
ready though now, is it? Yeah, open one up. Let's show people the ice cream bean fruit. And you sell this here, this variety?
Yeah, I sell these here. These you just grow from seeds, from seedlings. They only take about...
Look at that. Ice cream bean fruit.
They only take about 4 years from seed to start fruiting.
Look how cool that is. Let's try that. And
it's a little bit...
you suck around the bean here.
It's a little bit sweeter than the average ice cream bean, I would say.
Oh, yeah. Wow.
So, pretty good fruit.
Does the tree get as big?
It needs to... You'll need to let it get pretty big to start fruiting. But once it starts fruiting, I've seen people chop them down to stumps and just keep them as like 4-foot stumps and get covered in fruit. These are the Kwai Muks. So it's...
Before we taste that, show us what else you got.
Okay. Well, all right.
Oh, you want to do this first?
No, I was just like talking about each thing. Yellow passion fruit. It's just a variety of self-fertile that I have. Here, we'll cut one open.
Right.
It's sour, but most yellow passion fruits are sour. But it has a very pretty color.
Do you sell the sweet passion fruit? What's it called?
So I carry Red Delicious, which is a super sweet self-fruiting one. One called a Black Beauty, which is this little tiny super self-fruiting, super sweet fruit. And I sell Purple Blossom.
But there's the big one. It's not naturally passion fruit. It's called something else.
Oh, the Granadilla?
Granadilla, yeah. So, those are amazing.
They're good, but they don't fruit very well.
They don't? Okay.
And they're poor fruit. I got 2 vines. I cut them all down. I got 1 fruit in the 5 years I had the vine.
All right, so this is passion fruit.
Yes, this one's sour, but it has a very pretty deep orange color.
Have you ever had this with miracle fruit?
Oh, yes.
How are they? Amazing?
Super good.
Wow.
It's not overly sour. Like, it's not like...
It's nice.
Some different avocados. We got a choquette, a day. It's a pretty late season day. And then this one is a... I'm blanking. Monroe.
Monroe. Have you tasted the bumpy yet?
No, I haven't.
I should have brought it. I had it about an hour ago.
Julian was telling me all about it about a month ago. He hadn't tried it at that point. What do you think about it?
Yeah, it's amazing. It's like
really
Oro Negro.
Oh, wow.
I should have brought it. I just had it in my hands. Wow. But okay. That's a day. It's very good. Okay. Yeah. So now here we came here for this, the Qui Muk.
So this is Artocarpus hypogyrus, or the Qui Muk.
Is that a jackfruit family?
Yeah, so it's related to jackfruit, breadfruit, meringue, all that whole family. It's pretty distant off related to them. It's not like I've tried grafting it many times onto jackfruit, and as far as I know, it is not graft compatible. I've tried a bunch of times, and it hasn't worked.
Now I know somebody in a little north of here who has a bunch of trees of these actually.
Yeah, so a lot of them are fruiting. There's a lot of fruiting ones, but I'm sure like if you talk to people, a lot of them are very sour.
He loves them.
A
It's
lot
his
of
favorite fruit.
A lot of people also confuse Lakucha and Kwai Muk. Not so, like I'm sure he has Kwai Muk. There's quite a few fruiting trees in Florida, but
yes. All right, so some of these, like, what's ripe? Because this one's dark yellow than this one.
So this one right here would be a little bit more sour right now. This is like perfectly ripe.
Is the skin edible on it?
Yeah, so the skin is totally edible. Here, let me cut one in half.
Okay. This is amazing, by the way, everybody. This passion fruit.
So you can see,
wow,
very pretty color in
orange.
there. Yeah. And so if you would like to, let me take a piece. I'll try and make sure it's
all right
of good quality before I
eat it. Well, you try it.
Mm-hmm.
Good.
It's a little overripe, this one, but
okay.
Yeah.
Well, here we go, everybody. My first time trying Qui Muk. Are there seeds in there? Yeah, there are.
Yeah, that one's overripe, but still has the Qui Muk flavor.
It's overripe. It's
Yeah,
soft.
They have a very short, what I would call shelf life.
So it's edible, the skin.
Yeah, no, I eat the skin and everything.
Real nice.
This one's much better.
All right. And there's the seeds.
They're sharp. They have a point on them that is super sharp.
All right. I assume you saved those seeds, right?
Yeah. I need root stock.
Here's a better looking seed. All right. So there's the seeds. This one, he says, is even sweeter, better stage to get it.
Yeah.
Let's try it. That's really nice. Wow.
Yeah. So.
Wow, that's great. I'm kicking myself because I got rid of my tree.
So, it's good because it's off of the normal. It's not in mango season, which is kind of a great thing about the fruit. Is anything that doesn't fruit in the middle of mango season, that's
Absolutely.
a big bonus.
Yeah.
To me, it tastes like a tangerine apricot, like a mixture of a tangerine and an apricot. My trees.
Could I have that?
Yeah.
Are the seasons to all the different seedlings the same, or just?
So I have my two trees. They both produce a small crop in the springtime and a large crop in the fall.
Twice a year.
So you get a small crop in the so they do fruit twice a year. Now one part of the year it's a much larger season. But yeah, normally I remove the core before I eat it.
Very nice.
But yeah, it's a little overripe. A lot of these I had to pick earlier. Let's go see the tree.
All right.
So this is my smaller tree. This one.
That's
right
a
here,
smaller one. Wow. So it's a pretty.
I planted 5 years ago. From planting about this tall. This one tends to have the more sour fruits. That I don't quite as enjoy just eating.
Is it worth? Let me ask you. Is it worth somebody growing or buying a seedling, or should they get your grafted one? Because
So I don't even know how easy they are to graft. So what I'm gonna say is just when you get a seedling, make sure you know the history behind the seedling. And now, as there's more people growing them, as we have better ones coming out, we will be able to tell people. More people will be able to tell them where theirs is coming from, and then the history.
Are they
them.
true to seed?
I would say they're decently true. Like they're kind of true to seed, like any artichoke.
Jackfruit.
Really
Okay.
Jackfruits, they tend to be very similar to the parent plant. But
now those fruits were pretty soft. How does this work with bugs and stuff? Do they normally get bugs?
I don't think so. To me, I haven't seen any bugs. I haven't had any problems with bugs yet.
Oh, there's a tree. That's a big tree, and that's your smaller tree.
Yeah,
wow.
So they're very pretty tree. They're very pretty, like front yard tree. There's something and they're small fruit, so nobody's gonna steal the fruit from your tree.
Yeah, but it's a lot of space. That's a big tree.
Nobody knows what it is. So this tree right here probably produced about 30 fruits this year. Which it's the first. It's like last year it produced like 2 fruits. Last year was the first year. This is the second year. I'm not too surprised about that. But let's go take a look at the other tree.
Okay.
All right, and this is the big tree. So this one was planted about 7 years ago. And it had the big scar on the trunk. You could still see the remnants of that. But yeah, there's probably still about maybe 100 or so fruits in this tree. Let me go up and grab one really quick. I have my ladder and my tool.
So I mean, this wouldn't be an easy fruit to harvest for the average person.
So for me, I generally when I'm picking them, I mulch the ground heavy, as you can see, and I just pick them up off the ground.
So they fall off. Okay.
Yeah, they fall off pretty easy. But I have my ladder here just because I try and get them every day and keep them as.
Is that ready?
Oh yeah, this one's really ready.
Right off the tree.
Perfectly picked.
Let's see. Can I see if it tastes different than the other one?
Yeah, here. Let's.
All right. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, here you go. Look at that, everybody. What do you think of it?
This is delicious. This is the best one.
Wow. Wow. That one's like juicy.
Oh yeah.
It's like to me, it's like a jackfruit combined with a fig.
Yeah. I can kind of see that as well.
That's really amazing. Now, what's the mold of all the mulch, just to make sure it doesn't fall on the floor?
When the fruits fall and hit the ground, they don't splat, because if I don't have the mulch down, they're so soft that they tend to turn into pancakes. And some people will just still eat them as a pancake because they don't really collect the dirt that much because of that skin. It's not like a super juicy fruit, so it doesn't like leak out and stuff. There's almost no latex in it, as you can tell. Like I haven't gotten any. Some varieties do have latex in the skin. But yeah, as you can see, this trunk is probably 12 inches diameter. This is the scar. The scar was, so the tree was about 8 feet tall when I got it, and the scar ran for about 6 feet of the trunk.
That's delicious. Wow.
And yeah,
wow.
And yeah, I know where all the fruits are because I come out at night with a flashlight, and the fruits glow.
Oh, at nighttime they glow?
Yeah, they glow green.
Show us one so I could zoom in on it.
It's very difficult to spot them, especially at this light level. But there's like probably 20 of them right in this area. Wow, but I can't even spot one.
They're like hidden. Wow.
Yeah. And again, for this tree as well, this is its 3rd year fruiting, and it produced probably about 100 fruits this year, maybe 150.
Do you know what name you're gonna have for them when you come out with them?
I'll just call it Sweet Qui Muk, probably.
Sweet Qui Muk.
Yeah.
Qui Muk.
Sweet, and then again, now I'm gonna start at least selling them based on the tree, for which tree I get them from. I might cut down the other tree and try top working it, or I might just get rid of it because this tree is gonna be producing enough fruit for me.
Okay. Okay.
Because I like the sweet one.
Oh, it's
so much better than the sour one.
Oh yeah, it's good. It'd be tough to grow them and not know for sure.
Yeah, but it's like I said, they're just a very pretty tree. They got this nice canopy.
Yeah.
You can also not have them have the bare trunk. I grow this tree with the top. If you planted them out like in a field, like a field situation, those would basically be on the ground.
Got you.
And you wouldn't be able to just walk in and pick the fruit right there.
Sure.
Which would be a lot easier.
Yeah.
And especially, I don't know how the grafting ones will work.
It's like seedling jackfruit grows straight up and skinny, whereas unless you cut the top, but grafted ones often grow wider.
These might fruit in pots if they're grafted. But yeah, so a lot of good things about it. Very cold hardy, which is good for people up more north where you don't get a lot of fruit. Being out of season.
Very nice. Thanks for showing us, man.
You're welcome. Yeah, I'm
glad
you were able to come by.
But if somebody was going to come by, they should just ask if you have any?
Yeah, ask if I have the trees. I will start grafting them. The seeds take a long time to grow. They take about 6 months. So I'm actually going to be grafting last year's seedlings, which I have probably about 40 of them. I'm going to attempt grafting them. If that works, I have like over 100 seeds from this year, which will then be grafted. So it would probably be sometime in the summertime that the grafted ones will possibly, maybe August time, they'll start coming about.
Nice.
I will have seedlings available of this tree probably in the springtime. Right now, it's completely out of Kwai Muk's.
All right. Thank you, man. I'll put the link below to the nursery, their phone number. Definitely contact them. And definitely come and buy this nursery because they have a bunch of other stuff as well. All right. Oh, how I love tasting new fruits. That one was truly delicious and definitely recommend, if you have room, getting the tree. Part of me is not into eating snack foods, but if there are hundreds of those on the tree, they were pretty filling. That might be more than a snack, But I don't have the tree. I don't have any room for more trees. And I'm fine with what I got. And I do want to say, though, Xain's going to have the tree. I do recommend, if he can graft that tree, get that graft, because what a shame it would be. They don't know if it's true to seed or not, and what it's a shame if you grow it and some of them come out sour. I met somebody else who tasted it, and there was one that was sour and one that was sweet. So you don't want to get, just like anything, if you plant from the seed, you're not sure what you're going to get. If Xain can figure out how to graft that, and if it takes, that was a sweet one. That was delicious. I definitely recommend it. So keep in touch with them at Xain's World and see what they got growing on there. All right, everybody. If you've tasted the Kwai Muk fruit, put your comments below. Let us know what you thought of it. If not, get on out to Xain's. Depending when this is airing, they have some to taste right now. Definitely keep an eye out for the tree. Thank you for watching, everybody. If you have any fruits growing on your trees, or just trees growing, or you're thinking about growing them, contact me if you want me to come out and film. I'd love to. So exciting, everybody. Have a great day, everybody, and keep growing. For more educational videos about mangoes and other fruits and how to grow fruit trees, please look out the other videos on this channel, Fruitful Trees, and also subscribe if you like, and also share these videos with others. Thank you for watching. Have a great day and keep growing.